Halo pemirsa dimanapun Anda berada. Di hari yang spesial ini kami akan menemani Anda untuk menyaksikan sebuah laga yang tentunya akan menarik. Salam hangat, saya Valentino Simanjuntak kembali menyapa Anda dalam pertandingan seru ini bersama rekan saya, Rendra Sujono. Kita semua berharap pertandingan ini akan menyuguhkan duel yang penuh tensi dan kualitas. Kali ini ada Real Madrid lawan Arsenal.
Ya, terima kasih Valentino. Sungguh sebuah kehormatan bisa berada di sini. Saya antusias ingin menonton laga ini. Semoga akan jadi pertunjukan sepak bola yang berkualitas.
Berhasil mencegat bola menjadi sangat berbahaya bagi lawan. Al-Owairan, Lamin Yamal. Dan bola menyapu tiang. Konde. Umpan diterima Amiri. Nah, lari seperti ini bisa merepotkan barisan belakang lawan. Follow di sini. Pastinya akan unggul sekarang. Lamin Yamal. Best. Langsung dikuasai Ronaldo. Serangan dibentangkan oleh sebuah tackle mantap. Owen.
Semoga nular hokinya ya.
Bisakah dia selesaikan? Bola membawa
Ya, cuy.
gawang. Gol perdana dalam duel ini.
Bukan nular ya.
Ya, kita lihat lagi di sini. Memang penjelasan akhir yang bagus. Dia bertahan dari desakan lawan dengan brilian dan tenang. Gol yang hebat.
Ronaldo. Lamin Yamal. Best. Memang pemain yang cerdik Maldini. Mbappe. Best. Lamin Yamal sebagai pusat serangan. Kita lihat apa yang dihasilkannya. Aksi bertahan yang kurang mantap. Pirlo. Dan bola dikuasai mereka sekarang. Ya, peluit panjang dari wasit menandai akhir babak pertama. Paruh kedua pertandingan dimulai dan inilah kesempatan bagi Arsenal untuk menunjukkan mental dan determinasi mereka dan membalikkan keadaan. Ronaldo. Peluang lawan dipatahkan, umpan berhasil dicegat. Kait di sini. Gerakan licin penuh seni. Momen yang ditunggu-tunggu. Dan dia mencetak gol. Bukan cuma satu, tapi dua. Mereka tak mampu menahannya. Dan pantas saja dia tampil memukau.
Ya, kita bisa lihat lagi gol tadi. Bermula dari penggiringan bola dengan cepat yang tak disangka oleh bek. Dan tidak mungkin dia meleset dari cara tembak seperti itu. Akhirnya penyelesaian yang gampang.
Ronaldo. Lamin Yamal. Umpan kunci gagal, intersepsi tepat waktu. Sisa 30 menit di waktu normal. Savinho. Pirlo. Lamin Yamal. Mbappe. Ini dia Ronaldo. Waktunya mencetak gol. Gol tercipta. Pertandingan belum berakhir. Dan mereka masih punya keyakinan. Wajah baru akan segera masuk untuk Arsenal. Mohamed Salah. Mbappe. Rafinha. Ronaldo. Ini dia Lamin Yamal. Mungkin ini gol balasan. Bola belum disapu bersih, masih mengancam. Gol! Di kesempatan kedua ini dia berhasil mencetak gol. Kiper tampak kesal kepada lini belakang. Papan skor berubah, bagaimana respons tim lawan? Gabriel. Moore. Al-Owairan menyambut bola. Owen. Mohamed Salah. Real Madrid kehilangan penguasaan. Waktu nyaris habis, tapi lini belakang lawan dalam tekanan. Mestinya unggul sekarang. Gol! Bukti bahwa semangat pantang menyerah bisa mengubah segalanya. Bisakah mereka menjaga skor ini?
Kita bisa lihat lagi di sini. Dia membaca permainan dengan sempurna. Begitu bola datang, dia sudah siap. Gol pun tidak terhindarkan.
Ya, wasit telah meniup peluit panjang dan Real Madrid harus menerima hasil yang mengecewakan. Sebuah kekalahan. Ada komentar, Rendra?
Ya, bahasa tubuh mereka mengatakan segalanya. Keberhasilan dan kegagalan dalam olahraga kesayangan kita ini memang beda tipis. Ini bukan hari mereka, tapi saya yakin mereka akan belajar dari kesalahan.
Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Vale. Kita nonton event cap ya.
From Team of the Year, and like, what is your team looking like? Like, who's the best player you've added from Team of the Year? Would love to know in the comments. Name the player. I mean, I'll go first, and I went for got Olise. I was pretty happy with from the honorable mentions as my right winger. I was pretty happy with that. I also did add Hullet in my midfield, so my team was pretty heavy on glorious eras, and it's good to like slot in some more Team of the Year guys. But what about you,
I
Tack?
see more
Anyone
people
you've added?
mentioning the Hullet. I saw Alim Tajizade saying that he got the Zico. I think he's the highlight for me. The Zico here. Even Team of the Year being a long event, we had a bunch of side events.
Baju barokah ya.
Really enjoyed
Minggu
Jinga.
ke-15 puasa.
Bias not aside. Got very
Kosong
good
apa iki?
improvements to my team coming from Jinga. I also got a little bit lucky.
Ngomongin Bang,
I hope you guys enjoyed. I really like the format of the event. More like competitive PvP. We need more of that depth in terms of gameplay. So it was a good breath of fresh air. Really enjoyed Jinga and enjoying Ramadan. Well, the vouchers there. And a quick note for Ramadan. If you complete the cuisines there, the chapter locks.
Oh, itu raro.
Just a heads up. There, I'll get the daily vouchers.
Welcome semua,
But yeah,
welcome.
it's been interesting reading through community feedback from you all from the past couple weeks when it pertains to Team of the Year, drafts, vouchers, the new flow of how events are being set up, exchanges
Welcome
with
semua.
the tokens.
Me
So
too.
definitely understand a lot of that coming from
I,
kind of the change that
Yep.
it's really felt from December into January. So as always, like, make sure the feedback keeps coming through. Community managers on the team are going through it and sharing that. So we see you in chat. We understand. Yeah, keep the feedback coming through. So I mean, with that, Tack, I feel like we should set expectations for Capped Legends. We'll be following the same format, so we are going to be having vouchers into drafts, and then players that you don't want, you can turn into tokens, and then those tokens then you can use for Capped Legends players in exchanges, or actually even some of the previous events like Team of the Year, Jinga, Ramadan. They all stay in these changes until the OVRs go up again. So just want to make sure, guys, that you know that's coming. And we'll pull up the game feed pretty soon to go through like the details, because as well, Tack, there is a chapter component to Cap Legends that you can play through, but also understand a lot of the feedback coming through from Team of the Year. So we'll bring that to you guys. We'll go through it. We'll answer questions, and we'll make sure you guys are all set for the launch on Thursday.
Absolutely. Get to it. Cap Legends.
Let's do it. I mean, we usually get started here with the player banner to show you guys the top players coming in week 1. There are 4 weeks of Cap Legends. It is a full-fledged event. This is week 1. I think you guys mostly guessed it from the teaser yesterday, but Johan Cruyff coming in at a 117 cam. He is the highlight of this week 1. I think a lot of people, if you play head-to-head, you know how silky he is on the ball. You know how good his dribbling is. 5-5, we'll check it out in game, but I think Tack, he stands out as top dog in this week.
Oh, absolutely. Cruyff is always a top pick, always, widely requested from the community. But I wanted to shout out Zamorano here, Leon, Hero, and a new addition. It's the first time we're seeing player item from Zamorano here in Cap Legends, so great to see. Take a look at the stats later on, but yeah.
Aduh,
Those
Deck
will be the
reset.
2
Okay,
highlights.
let's go, let's.
Yeah, I think seeing Zamorano come in as the new hero is exciting. If you're a fan of Chile in football, what he's accomplished on the stage there. And then, yeah, seeing the Lam at the 117, right back option's always interesting. And then I saw a few people shout out the Dudek and the Dunga. But I feel like without looking at this, we're better off going into the game and showing off the stats, the skill moves, the weak foots. Let's show them what they look like in game.
Go, friends.
All right, let's get into it. Cap Legends, we got it here on the screen. As you can see in the format on the left-hand side, the events you can swipe through. Drafts are on the right. And right off the bat, we're just going to go into the first part, which is going to be Cap Legends drafts. So, Tack, this is the same format we've seen for Team of the Year. It's coming back. Your guaranteeds here for Pool B and Pool A. The one thing to mention is you're using the same FC draft vouchers that you've been using for other events. So you can actually carry these over. I think that's a nice perk if you've been saving some up and you don't need them anymore and you're waiting. You can carry them over to Cap Legends.
Exactly. And I guess the biggest perk, this is the second event of new draft system. One thing that's new is, you mentioned before, but the tokens carrying over from Team of the Year, Cap Legends, might help a lot of people catch that player that they're chasing, because if you, for an example, didn't get to 900 tokens during Team of the Year, which was very hard to do so, there's a better chance here in Cap.
Exactly. And let's go into the players that we were just referring to in Pool A, starting with Johan Cruyff here, just to show the stats and what we're working with skill moves and weak foot. I think he's going to be very exciting to use in head-to-head. If you've already been using previous Cruyff items, you know how smooth he feels on the ball. And I'm seeing people already in chat going, whoa.
Yeah, 5-5. Rate of shooting. Work rates. The standard Hive review.
And we can take a look here at Lam. The pace on Lam, actually, 143.
That's the thing, if you can pull up his secondary positions, he plays right back, left back, and also defensive midfield. So I think for a CDM there, he's really fast for CDM.
Actually pretty
Although
good,
not the
yeah.
tallest, but pair him with a taller destroyer type defensive midfielder. It's a good combo.
You could even play him left back too. Wow, high.
Yeah.
Good passing as well. That's an interesting item. I'll pull up the Dudek. We'll check out De Bruyne in a second. Dudek here.
Remember when Dudek helped us rank up, lower OVR players? Forever grateful.
Built a special place in FC Mobile folklore.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Mascherano.
Him and Mascherano.
Riese as well, 142 pace. And then last one we'll check from the icons and heroes here is the new hero, Zamorano. 145 pace actually, with 135 dribbling, 139 shooting. 4-star skill moves, 4 weak foot.
He's got attributes on the right place. As you can see, the passing is on the lower end, but base, shooting, dribbling are way up there. So you can get fast affected. Are we good? I think is an interesting option.
Yeah, he's a new hero. This is the first time he's in game. If you're a fan of South American football or you're a fan of the Chilean national team, this would be a fun item to add. And then we'll go through Pool A or Pool B. And yeah, there's other ones there too. Also, just to shout out, Ramadan 1 is still there, and then Future Stars as well, week 2. So there's a few of the 117s here for Future Stars we can quickly take a look at. I think everyone will be interested by the Blanc here. Oh, it's not.
Interesting Doué.
Yeah.
Pop up.
Here. Here we go. 130 pace, 148 defending, 143 physical for Blanc.
Good. Stamina too.
Someone just said best center back. He's got stopper. We'll check out Rooney here as well, who 142, 142, 138. I feel like Rooney items are always a little bit underrated. And we'll check out Doué here as the last of the 117s. 147 pace with 145 dribbling.
Yeah, this guy's top class.
Plays left mid, right wing as well. Man, yeah, the dribbling. Look at the agility. 150 agility with the 146 ball control. I'm sure he feels really good on the ball.
Great picture too there.
Yeah, right? That one's a really fun one. Oh, and we'll just show the De Bruyne one real quick here. Gotta show KDB 117. Passing at 138, and then he can play cam. And the ball control here, 146 with good passing.
Very complete.
Yeah, this KDB looks pretty good. Where are we putting him, chat? Top 3 center mid right now? I feel like he compares with like the 117 Kroos that came out. But anywho, we will also do the draft here to see the walkout of the Cap Legends event. Hey, look who that is.
Hey. Which one? Did it again.
So let's just go through the flow of a draft again. I'm sure everyone knows it, but you're using those vouchers. then let's say there's a bunch of players there that I don't want. I'm not going to use them. I then have the choice to put them in the token exchange. As you can see, a bunch of them here, and these are still the values: 555, 50, 150. And then TAC, we were talking about this before the show, but all the previous events here stay in the exchange, and they all have the same cost when it comes to claiming. So it's still 900 for 117 of your choice, still a 300 for the 116s, and 75 for 115. So
Exactly.
there is flexibility here if you have been saving tokens. So we were talking about this before. In a way, it's kind of like a longer standing shard system. Obviously, there's differences, but in terms of like the flexibility of wanting to use tokens across multiple months.
Yeah, carrying over the tokens from the toddy period to the following events. And positive, sure. You can share it across the other events, so that helps.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely see the feedback in the chat.
Oh, absolutely.
And then also understand the differences. But just sharing with you guys that if you are saving those tokens, you do have flexibility on who you want. But let's get into the Cap Legends event. And as you can see, if you guessed Dunga was the Star Pass player, you are correct with the gold rank on him. We'll check him out just in a bit. But let's check out the main chapter here. The whole vibe of Cap Legends is training yourself from like a young upstart to becoming a star for your national team. And you're trying to earn your caps, essentially, which is code for earning an appearance for your national team. So there's different chapters here, and you're going to be completing skill games, matches to earn different ability of defending, dribbling, free kick, passing, shooting, and then you'll also earn some adaptability stars. So chapter 1 here is around ability, and you're going to go through and play these skill games to earn Cap Legends tokens, as well as to complete the amount of abilities here. So if I play the skill games for defending, I max out my ability. Once I complete all five are available immediately. You don't have to wait on them. Then you can max out your ability. You complete this chapter. Chapter 2 as well is open. And TAC, this one's a little bit different. It's kind of got a unique twist to it, right?
Yeah, it works similar to Pro Chronicles. So every day you have a chance to complete this series of matches, board nodes, new games. Your goal here is to get through the entire path there without reaching 12 fatigue. As you can see, the matches that are proposed here, they have different conditions. Sometimes they're at night, sometimes cloudy, sometimes sunny. That adds up to your fatigue. If you get to 12 fatigue, you reach a stopping point and you have to try another day. But if you get to the end, you get one draft voucher, and you get 1 star of adaptability. So after you get 3 stars of adaptability, you're done with this chapter, but we'll have 2 more chapters coming in the future weeks.
So it's a little
So pay
confusing when
attention
we
there.
see it here, but it'll make sense when you try it out, right? TAC, where you see like the fatigue counter and you can recharge it. Like, it'll make sense when you're going through it. You were mentioning it's like Hero Chronicles, if you remember that path.
Exactly. Gotta plan your way out to not get too fatigued. What you want to do is make sure that you reach the end. But if you're willing to try to maximize your rewards, you can check the different paths there and calculate. Beware, because there is some randomness. Because if you see like the lower third node there, there's a range there from -4 to +4. So it really depends to you. This will be open throughout the whole event, so it's okay to go on the times. Just be mindful that read the rules. It's a little bit different.
Yep, a little bit more challenging, I'd say, because you're playing the matches. Plus, you have to keep an eye on your fatigue. But I guess it imitates a little bit of your availability throughout a season and how much fatigue you've accumulated and how much rest you need. But let us know, guys, when you
100%.
try it out when this goes live on Thursday. Curious to see the feedback around it. And this one, Tack, is pretty unique. When you look at it, you're like, okay, this is just a regular reward path. You're taking this dice and you're rolling it for a value. And then you go down the path, and then you get your draft vouchers at the end, and then you accumulate different rewards like rank tokens. That stuff, very straightforward. As you can see here, you also use Cap Legends tokens to open them. But what's different is that middle one has no conditions. You can just go right through it. The top one and the bottom one have these special conditions that you need to hit to be able to claim them. So you'll see this one here for the first pack on the top, the first gift. That means the reward is claimed when the dice roll you have exceeds 10. And then if you look at the one on the bottom, it's a sum of the user's defending attribute that you earned in the previous chapter, and the dice roll is less than 20. So all of these have different, essentially, conditions for you to be able to unlock them, and that's based on chapters 2 and chapters 1, as well as the dice roll that you have. So it's a little bit extra complicated, but I think it's kind of a fun way to tie these rewards back to your completions of chapter 1 and 2. But if you want to avoid that, you can just go right through the middle and claim everything.
The branched paths, you get a few extra vouchers, you get some gems too. So every day you roll this 20. Familiar with RPGs, it's a similar mechanic where your attributes accumulate in the other chapters will help you, with better chances to get the rewards. Pretty interesting. First time we're seeing this. I like this. Also, I'm a huge nerd. I like RPGs.
There's also going to be some good rewards in here too. I mean, the rank up points I think everyone's going for, and then just trying to get as many vouchers as you can. So those are the 3 chapters for this current release of Cap Legends. Like Tack mentioned, there'll be more chapters coming in. And as you can see, this is kind of the hub to see where everything is finished. And you can see here the item exchange we referred to earlier, scouting camp, we'll check that out briefly. Draft, where you go for those top players. And then at the end, if you earn enough caps, there is an emote here called No Cap. There's one with a cap, I promise. It's not just a bald little ball. But at the end, once you've unlocked all your attributes, you do get the choice of a 114 of these 5. So if any of these strike your fancy, they are available at the end of the Cap Legends event. But with that being said, an exciting part as well is the Star Pass with Dunga as the highlighted premium player at the top.
Cool. Bunga there. The national team. World Cup. Head coach. For previous world was. You see the colors there. It's good to see personality there. My Gilberto Silva is superior, but there.
And then we can just take a quick look at the quests. Get a couple vouchers in here. 300 rank up points. And then we'll also take a look here at the badge. Different levels of badge here, up to level 5. And then, as you can see, there's the one for week 1 here. If you claim these 3 main icons, there are gems, as well as the boost here. So also, Tack, I feel like we should show off this Bergkamp, who's in the Future Stars box week 2. So Shevchenko was in the previous one. This is the signature item for week 2. Striker for Bergkamp. So we had Cam for Cruyff, Striker for Bergkamp. I think a little bit of a switch around for those expecting a bit of the opposite, but the pace and dribbling here.
Welcome, Ryan. Welcome.
we've seen with other signature player items, guys, it's really top notch.
I feel like we've looked at these 117s. Probably take a look here at Carrick real quick. Probably play CDM. Yep. So Pau Kubarsi, I feel like he's new for this week. 45 defending.
Pretty high.
Yeah, someone was asking who's the week 1 App Legends box. What a surprise. And oh, the challenge mode actually, Tack. We should mention this one.
We have 2 new challenge modes. Celebrate. I like this one. Words are good. I'm in need for rank up points. Not sure about you guys, but I would assume that everyone is in need. 100 rank up points there. Good. We have a Cap Legends
get a nice
challenge. A gauntlet of 10 matches. You get 5,000 gems. It. Heard that it's tricky in terms of difficulty, but I haven't tested out myself.
We're not gonna do it on stream. I feel like it would be be embarrassing watching Antoine lose to PV teams over and over
Come on,
again.
Antoine.
Already did that a few years ago. I just got roasted for it. I feel like once you lose one of those matches on stream or like you fail a skill game, nobody will let you live it down. Like nobody in chat forgets about it. And whenever like in previous streams, I would pull up like a skill game and start playing it, I always see everybody in chat, whether it's like YouTube chat, whether it's Discord, Twitch, it's always like, oh, is Antoine gonna fail this one? And I see that and it just gets to me. I'm like, you know what? I probably will now that I read that.
All about the experience trying to build with Capped Legends, right?
LL.
You gotta learn the adaptability to be able to
Hanya
play in any conditions, including while live streaming.
I know. I have to earn my cap.
I'm
Fast.
saying
I
this,
love
but I always lose to
ignoring.
people overplaying.
Coba.
Oh, good.
Start.
I mean, as the
Start.
home
Make
team,
some
there's a bit of an advantage here.
Oh,
so.
fire.
But speaking of the matchups and head-to-head, here is the scouting camp lineup for Capped Legends. I would probably change up this formation a little bit if you're using this one. I don't know if I like having a left back, Tagliafico at left mid, but some decent options. Obviously, there'll be week 2, week 3 coming in as well. And chat is actually bringing up a very good point, which we have completely glossed over, is league exchanges. There's a new league exchange player. Back at Esteban.
Yasso. Solid, but I think he gets overshadowed. Some of the new DMs are out there.
I think he's got a role to play if you really need someone to just stay back. And if we look, he's medium, so maybe he won't stay back completely. I don't know if you want him going forward with the ball. But the defending does look solid. I think after seeing Adunga, after seeing other CDMs in Utati, it's in Team of the Year, it's going to be a little tricky to look at Cambias and go like, yep, he's in my team, full stop. Like the Volar, I still see him being used a little bit in head-to-head.
It has the pace there.
I think that pace makes him,
his
the
Volar.
pace makes him really usable. Yeah, and then we have the other offers here for rank ups and vouchers, and then same thing here, the exchanges for cap tokens. yeah, going through here. Exchange again, chat. Anything, chat, you want us to pull up on the stream? I feel like, Tack, we've gone through the majority of the event. We went through draft. We went through different chapters. We went through, again, the exchange flow. Tokens will continue to carry over, as well as vouchers, until we hit the end of this kind of phase we're in right now with OVR. But if you are holding on to some of those tokens from Team of the Year, or those vouchers, those do still carry over. The one tack to mention would be those Utahdy vouchers. Those are special to Utahdy only. They're different than this one. But I would assume if you have a Utahdy voucher, you are most likely using it immediately, so I don't think you'll be in much trouble there.
Like the festival, there will be like separate vouchers there. Phase 2, draft vouchers that you're getting will.
Yep. And speaking of caps, and like on the whole theme of caps, we should drop the redemption code. And then also just gonna quickly mention
National
not a
LL
whole lot has changed.
my code
Championship
code
League. But you're getting the logo, rank up points, new kit, some gems, some vanity items. So just letting you guys know here. But yeah, I think we should bring up the redemption code. We should bring up the
Ring up
reward code. It's
100
Capped Antoine. And
Capped
you can use this one. I promise, I wasn't the one who picked this one.
Do you guys see? You guys see what we're trying to do here? Capped Legends, Capped Antoine, Cap. So you can redeem Capped Antoine at redeem.ea.com for 100 rank up points and a draft voucher.
Hang on to that draft voucher until the new event starts. You don't have to use it right away. They do carry over.
Great shout.
So you do redeem it, hey, you can use it right away. Or you can use it right away. I would recommend you wait for Cap Legends. You do whatever you want, whatever you need. If you're closer to a guarantee in a certain draft, like it's all dependent on that. You
I've
might
seen
have
people
one
on Reddit
guaranteed left to go.
Exactly. I've seen people on Reddit like reaching, like the end of the week there, and he has like one draft left, no gems, no way to get it. Maybe it's your chance to.
Exactly. And on that note, I feel like the final note for the show, using the last voucher there. Maybe that wasn't the best final note for the show, but I don't know, Tack, if there's anything else we wanted to talk about in the show here. If you guys had any questions about how the event worked, questions about draft, about exchanges. Again, we mentioned at the top that we understand this is a change for the community in how rewards are structured. That one goes without saying. Like, where we've been used to shards for a long time. It's been a year of the shard system. It's been a year or so of opening packs, putting them into exchanges, getting a shard, and then over time using those shards for players. And this new system, I'll admit, has been probably very jarring for everybody, and it's been a big change in Team of the Year to go from expecting shards to having these drafts, and then having new tokens, and then having these exchanges that are also existing. So just want to say, like, understand where a lot of this feedback is coming from in chat. The team will continue to have discussions around it. As always, just keep the feedback coming through. It's always extremely valuable to be hearing what you guys all think.
Antoine. Yeah, I was keeping up with chat the whole show. Don't worry. And nothing here that's been brought up is new. It's been discussed already. The focus for the show is legends, and we gotta provide you the content. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to redeem Capped Antoine as your code for today, as Antoine said. on voicing your opinions. Don't worry, nobody's ignoring you. You're definitely going through everything, especially now we're live community. And thank you. Yeah, thank you for voicing. It's always satisfying for me to know that you guys feel good about voicing and sharing, calling out different.
Exactly. So I think on that note, chat, thank you for tuning in for today's show. Capped Legends goes live in FC Mobile Thursday UTC. So we'll see you there. Wrap up the last bits of Team of the Year that you have. Get ready for Capped Legends. We'll see you in there. Thanks again for tuning in. Catch you guys next time.
All right, bye.
No, L. L, L, L. L, 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 L.